mean, I heard that they did that to him too. That they hit him with energy weapons bad enough that they tortured him out of his home and he ended up homeless. And I don't know. I heard people say that he was an alcoholic, or that and they some people try to be like, well, oh, he take the money donated to him and go buy spend it on cigarettes and alcohol and this and that, whatever, you know. So, but he was still popular and well liked, you know. So, but I mean, I did not realize that professed targeted individuals are selling out left and right, and that's part of the agenda to try to kill you by causing you to commit suicide or trying to get you to sell out. And it's like, and this torture is unbearable, very unbearable. You know, so I don't like nobody coming close to me trying to start. I don't like people coming in the area, the sleep spot where I'm at. You know, and I don't like people. Well, it's my sleep spot because I'm the one who got to freaking sleep here. You know, get me out, help me get my own freaking house. Or, my own place to live. But no, the gang stalkers want you to suffer. You know, and it's like they got their knee on your neck. The perps have their knee on your neck to make you suffer. You know, and it's like they want to humiliate you. It's like, I'm wondering, how the hell could y'all say Candy wants to be homeless, so make her stay on the streets, make her stay there? You know, don't help her with hotel room. She's a scammer and stuff. And so, it's like y'all don't have the authority to punish me like that. So I mean, they got some people who don't even know the history of why I'm in this predicament. But you talking about energy weapons, of course, they try to discredit and dismiss me talking about the attack with the energy weapons, and then falsely accuse me of faking being targeted and just trying to you know, oh, she's not really targeted. She's just reading up on what other people are going through, and then lie and say that she's, you know, having these symptoms, and then she just wanted a group to belong to. When I got footage of, you know, every single day footage of my gang stalking, and y'all want to be blind on purpose, deliberately be blind. But I know with the suffering I have to go through. Like, my twin sister mocked and laughed at me, did a fake follow-up video and laughed at me when I did videos about them squeezing my organs and stuff, twisting and squeezing my organs. And that's not funny at all. It's not funny at all. It really felt like my organs were about to burst. And they've done that, you know, quite a few times. And they did it to the point where it's like, are they trying? Even when I was in the motel room, they were doing it to me, and it's like, and then the online perps try to, you know, call me nasty, filthy, dirty, funky, whatever. But it's like, every time if I would try to take a bath or a shower, not every time, but sometimes, and it's like, are these gang stalkers, are they not allowing me to take a shower? So they had me traumatized to the point where I was too scared to even take a shower, and afraid that I was gonna die from them twisting and squeezing my organs. You know, and skinny targeted individuals said that the same thing happened to them too. So that had nothing to do with it. And plus, in my situation, if my weight had something to do with it, if my weight was the cause of why, of, you know, something to do with it, then it would happen every time I've been down. But no, it's occasional. That's how I know it's them doing it. And then after I did a video about it, like in January, that incident that happened, after I did the video about it, that's when, after the doggone video that I did about it, that's when the attack stopped. And so that they can gaslight and lie and say, well, see, ha, 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 I told you she was faking. So, I mean, it's, and I try to be respectful of other targeted individuals too. But see, it's like they have so many who have flipped and turned and been compromised and paid off that now I'm calling everybody a supposed targeted individual. You know, so but it's like some of them might be a real targeted individual, but a fake friend. But then they turn around and act like a perp. So I mean, I haven't had it happen in a little while, but except I think a couple of days ago at the fake dirty library, I think I was just sitting down in that in the private study rooms, and for like 5 minutes they um had my trying to twist my organs and stuff. Excuse me. Ooh. So I have like constant swelling in my legs from the fluid retention from the sleep deprivation, and and so it's really frightening. Every day is a Halloween nightmare as a targeted individual, homeless or not, and you experience strange stuff that you never experienced before. Like when I was living in Los Angeles, I saw dead birds, smushed dead birds on my front doorstep. And they didn't even cross my. I don't even think I had a camera phone at that time or a smartphone at that time. So now all the noises has ceased. Um, all the noise has ceased. So yeah, I really hate to if somebody's a real targeted individual, and if I made a mistake and called y'all fake when I was a new targeted individual and still trying to figure things out, I really apologize. I really apologize. I was new and still learning, until more things started to happen to me, similar experiences started to happen to me. But I didn't start to get the one headlight, and I don't remember what month it was, but I remember it was sometime in 2019, probably after September 2019, and I would see it was a white truck with one headlight on a sunny day at the beach. Well, I was coming from like the Circle K or Subway, and then trying to cross the street, and that's when the first time I saw the one headlight. Because before then, I used to see videos with other targeted individuals and saying one headlight and stuff like that, and then I started to get strange headlights and it's like I would be homeless on the streets here in Pensacola, and it would be 3 o'clock in the morning and too cold for me to sleep, so I would pace around and walk up and down downtown Pensacola trying to get warm. And so they would have gang stalkers with flashing headlights. I mean, flashing emergency flashes, around with driving all kinds of weird and crazy with emergency flashers. And then at 3 o'clock in the morning, and try to hit me with their car. And then I would deal with around 3 o'clock in the morning. They would do the leaf blower or the weed eaters at around 3 o'clock in the morning, and also people driving with no headlights or no tail lights at night and trying to run over me with their vehicles, and no traffic at 3 o'clock in the morning. They're way back there. I try to cross the street and they hurry up and speed so fast, like they want to try to hit me with their cars and stuff. But I think I was in Los Angeles in Koreatown, and also Riverside, California was really bad with it, like everybody trying to hit me with their cars and stuff. And then it was also on Woodruff Road in Greenville, South Carolina. Everybody trying to hit me with their cars, and then certain areas in New Orleans, certain areas here that everybody want to try to hit me with their run over me with their cars and stuff. It's really traumatic and scary, why everybody want to try to run over me with their cars. And so that's another reason why I keep filming, especially when I gotta be on the streets, because you know I even finally it was hard to get it, but eventually I was able to finally get footage of gang stalkers trying to deliberately and strategically aim for trying to run over me or hit me with their cars. And they don't care if they're a dude and I'm a female. So I just record the whole, like, everywhere I walk. When I'm homeless on the streets, I try to film and record everything. Rather than, I had to curse a few perps out for trying to run over me with their car, and then they make like I'm the crazy one. But then people say, "Oh, I should be the one to not be driving or having a car," and it makes me so mad, to be forced deprived of everything. But it's like it's like I had certain symptoms of targeting before I even started to feel the vibrating. I started to feeling the vibrating in 2015. It was about between July and September 2015, I started to feel the vibrating. And then it intensified the next year. And so bad I couldn't even sleep. And it's like I couldn't even be inside the home. The Section 8 house, I couldn't be inside there. And then everybody started just, even after the biological mom Frances died in 2013, neighbors started to turn against me. And I already told y'all that my twin sister, the neighbors admitted to me that my twin sister called them up and was telling them lies and saying stuff about me and brainwashed them to treat me a certain way. And then the news went viral, the smear campaigns went viral and transferred to the landlord. The neighbors went and told the landlord, and the landlord, who used to love me and would have never been a problem, and he started to change. Like, they got him. And so Samuel Barreta, in Los Angeles, the landlord, he was the owner of the Section 8 house I was staying in at 8504 McKinley Avenue in South Central LA. And so fake Sam, he would have been the type of person who supposedly ain't money hungry. He ain't greedy for money. But I think that they threatened him or bullied him into submission, or they probably just brainwashed him and led him to think that he was doing the right thing. And so it ended up being bad enough that Sam set me up and lied on me and ruined my credit. My credit went from 699 to 630, seemingly overnight. It's a long story what I had to go through. And I was even warning him and the people at the Section 8 office. I said it vibrated me so bad. I said, and I kept warning him, saying that I'm going to have to end up homeless because I'm going to have to abandon the freaking place because it's just I couldn't stay there because the assaults and the torture with the vibrating was just too bad. It's excruciating and impossible to ignore. Almost like trying to ignore somebody who just who keeps stabbing you repeatedly all over the place. I felt like as if I was being electronically punched repeatedly, like as if I had an electronic beat down, or like imagine if you got jumped and a whole bunch of people punching and kicking you and throwing all kinds of licks at you. That's how they had my, like, an electronic ass whipping with them vibrating me so bad. And so I didn't realize this had to do with Freemasons, cults, gang stalking, all that, And then those random rapes from out of nowhere from different people, like all these different guys raping me and stuff. um, I didn't realize that was part of the targeting also. So I try to stay to myself, keep my guard up, stay away from people as much as possible. I try to stay away from people. So wow. So I mean, it's been a long journey, and I spent cold nights and hot nights. I mean, not out in the snow, but imagine it being like 35 degrees and rainy, and your blood, slushy and everything. But and then I hear people talking about a towel's hum. Wow, ridiculous. Like a towel's hum, that people were talking about this secret hum being heard from all around, this mysterious hum being heard from around the world. You know, I don't even know if the video split into two, but I'm surprised I'm still going. But let's see, my battery is at 35%. Yikes. So I already have an ebook about my homelessness, and the online purpose, plus my twin sister deliberately take things out of context and twist everything, and like, how does it make sense for me to willfully choose to abandon my Section 8 just so I can be homeless to get people to feel sorry for me, and then try to ask for a whole bunch of money and try to stay in hotel rooms? That I'm trying to figure out, how does that make sense? See, now they hit me in the head with the energy weapons and causing me a headache. But it's like, y'all believe every other targeted individual story as real, but y'all believe nothing that comes out of my mouth, and that's not fair. I mean, they got a drone. It's flickering. That drone over there, but it's not as close as it usually would be, or a satellite or whatever, the fake star. So it's like, I hadn't been known to be much of a habitual beggar until after the what started, and after the lockdowns 2 years ago was when I had been forced to nothing. Things have not been able to be the same ever since then. And I'm trying to get. I've been fighting to try to get back to normalcy. I've tried to get jobs. The workplace mobbed me off the jobs, and even like I have been like had an 11 or 12 year unemployment gap, and nobody wanted to hire me, and I had to try to get my foot in the door via temp service, and dealt with workplace mobbing with them too. Or they would find covert, slick ways to wrongfully fire me from temp service, and make up bizarre lies on me, and me trying to figure out what the hell is going on. I mean, I've tried cab driving, I tried this job, I tried that job, I tried dishwashing, I tried janitorial. I mean, in 2019, working on PSC campus, and I worked for ABM, and ABM, with that job, I ended up in the emergency room 4 times because of severe sleep deprivation and other different reasons. And then they kept me severely days of sleep deprived, and it's like they sleep deprived and tortured me with energy weapons to the point where I was forced to quit the job. Plus, I had to deal with workplace, like intense, severe workplace mobbing, and I was forced to quit. And then Olga Limpkin, the fake T.I. perp, she's a narcissistic control freak, fake T.I. perp, who's friends with Yurdes Gonzalez, who's another one of the popular fakes. And Yurdes Gonzalez was, pretty rude. And I already told y'all. I think I already told y'all about her. But Olga Limpkin was one of those fake T.I. perps that was trying to induce paranoid thoughts, like trying to use fear mongering to trying to make me feel paranoid and scared. And so Olga was so abusive that I had to block her, and then she would keep on trying to call me and stuff like that. And Olga was, abusive and had a bad attitude towards me. And she tried to force me to quit the job, and I could try to continue working. And then she would try to use fear mongering and try to cause me panic attacks by trying to tell me that I'm gonna die soon if I don't. She tried to tell me that with my legs swelling and the ankle swelling and the fluid retention and sleep deprivation and stuff. She kept trying to use fear mongering, trying to tell me that I was gonna die soon. But I still try to fight to continue working anyway. But they kept on, they workplace mobbed me off the job. Plus, they hit me with energy weapons so bad that I had to end up in the emergency room 4 times. And I got treated with abuse and treated like shit each and every time at all 3 hospitals: Baptist Hospital, Essential Sacred Heart Hospital, and West Florida Hospital. So I was told that as a targeted individual, stay out of the hospitals. So I try to not go to the hospital or the doctor no more. And I'm glad I don't get sick that much no more like I used to. I might get a little headache or maybe a stomach ache from the energy weapons or something, but I'm glad I don't, and I may get an occasional cold or something, but I don't really be getting sick like that. But it's been a long freaking journey as a homeless TI, and in 2020, quite a few times I nearly succeeded at getting housing here in Pensacola, and I'm still on that housing list. That I still never heard anything back. So if I just wanted to get over and scam people, it's like, why the hell am I on a housing list waiting to get low income housing again? And it's like opening doors. They don't help, and everybody always refer me to Opening Doors or REAP, and they won't help. And REAP, they flat out reject me. Rick Die, and that I think that other lady name was Michelle or something. So it's like, it's really not fair what I'm going through. I might have thought about it to myself to be like, oh, this person is I think this person is a fake target or whatever. But now I have better discernment on who's real and who's fake. But people like fake ass Trisha, she really tricked me. So I had my suspicions about her, before she tried to even lure me down there over to New Orleans. So it's like everything was so random. Like, she manipulated and tricked me in the same way that if you manipulate and trick somebody into buying a car that they really didn't want, or buying a product, if you trick and manipulate and scam somebody into buying a product that they really didn't want to buy or didn't have the money to buy, for example. So the online perps, they always meddle in my videos after I have their accounts blocked, and they still stalk and watch. And it's like, and so if I block the online perps accounts, I block your accounts, and then they want to count how many videos I did and trying to make like, oh well, she clogging up my feed, or she clogging up my timeline and this and that, whatever. Well, unsubscribe. But they want to try to police and control how many videos I should do. Well, give me a permanent housing and I can do less videos. Probably. Because I heard that they do fucked up shit when you have housing too. You know, I'm not even going to say because I don't want to give the perps ideas, but, you know, I didn't realize that well, no, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I didn't realize they were doing stuff like, I was living in Los Angeles. I would go to the library or the beach or something, and then come back, and the door to my front, sometimes front and back door to my house would be wide open. I would go to sleep with my cabinets closed. Wake up, my cabinets wide open. I thought, is there a freaking ghost up in here? I don't even believe in ghosts, but are there evil spirits or ghosts up in there, or is it witchcraft? What the hell's going on? I didn't realize gang stalkers were sneaking in my house while I was asleep and had access to keys and stuff. Just weird stuff going on. You know, I mean, and I couldn't make sense of anything. Or connect the dots of all that what was going on. And now they hit me in the left side with the energy weapons, hoping I would shut up. So they got a few drones. Those are not freaking stars because they're isolated and spaced out. Even though they're a little smaller and a little farther away than usual. But yeah, let me see. Okay, wait, ooh, I almost got it. Wait, where is it? Hold up. That's it. Wait. Let me try it one more time. Wait, you just barely see it. Well, I'm not gonna try, but they're all over. They're all over these fake stars or drones or whatever the hell. You know, so I better get going. It's freaking 4:14 a.m. And is that the garbage? Yeah, so I mainly was trying to talk about, well, I guess I was talking about my, part of the history of how I ended up homeless and stuff. And, Lisa Ruby had me homeless on the streets for 9 days in an unfamiliar city and state in Greenville, South Carolina. She was trying to freaking sacrifice me. So, Lisa Ruby was telling me stuff like that the biological sister Ramona is the head witch of the family and stuff. Wait, you see that? You see it now? I'm focused on it. I got it now. You see it? That just barely that dot right there. Where I kind of lost focus. So, but narcissistic abusers, when they don't like you, you tell the truth, and they gaslight you, and they just believe what they want, and you'll never get validation from them. These narcissistic perps. I'm not doing this video for them. I'm doing this video for myself, like more like an open diary and an open journal. And for my supporters who care, the few little supporters who care. That's who this video is or these videos are directed towards, unless I specify, call out the online perps. But I'm feeling sad and depressed and mind-boggled and confused about the permanent ban from all libraries in the state of Florida. I don't know. I feel the same kind of emotion, like as if I lost a close family member who I really cared about. Like, this stabbed me in the heart so deeply. And it's like, what am I an author for? Or what am I, but I know it was malicious and part of the gang stalking. Because it's like, I guess they want to ban you from the earth as a targeted individual. Targeted individuals, they want to ban you from the earth or try to run you off the earth. And in the same way, like trying to bully you and run you off a cliff. So, I was born into this world unwanted. So let me go, y'all.